How to organize Google Tasks like a pro. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys one of my own productivity tips that I have built that helps me in making sure I'm getting my tasks done all on Google Tasks. So let's jump right in. Now to get started, you're going to log on to Google and you can open up your Google Calendar. Once you go into your calendar, you can open up your My Tasks section. Now, once you have gone into your My Tasks section, by default, you have one list called My Tasks. Now, I like to alter this list because this is a very generic list that you can find it to be very redundant. If you list everything you have to do in one giant list, it just doesn't help you be motivated. So for this, you're going to click on Create New List, and you're going to create 4 different types of lists. First off, you're going to create a list called Fun. This includes things that you should be doing, but they're not high up on the urgency or importancy list. They are things that you should eventually complete, but are not something that you have to prioritize. Now, this is a My Task list, which I usually relegate to become a to-do list. By default, sometimes it may not be changeable in name. So this is a little inconvenient, but we can go into our calendar, go into tasks. Then in our My Task list, we can rename this list like this. This is one thing that it doesn't show up on your default page. So instead of My Task, you're going to call this your to-do list, or just click on to do and then click on done. Then we're going to go back into the tasks tab on the top right. Now, once we've done that, we're going to create another list called urgent. Now, urgent could really be anything, even if it's something that is not that important, but it could be urgent. Then we are going to create a new list, which is going to be called important, which means that these are tasks that are important to complete. Now, to make this categorization even easier to distinguish, you can click on over here and you can actually add emoticons to represent each list. So whenever you're naming a list, you can rename this list and include an emoticon. If you don't have an emoticon, you can type one out. Now, the way that you can type out your emojis is by going into ChatGPT. And once you go into ChatGPT, you can just ask it to give you a list of emojis. Then go back into Google Tasks. And once you're back into Google Tasks, you're going to go and copy one emoji. For fun, I'm just going to be using this emoji. And I'm going to click on Rename List. And I'm going to paste in the emoji from ChatGPT. Then in my to-do list, I like to use a green check mark emoji. So I'm going to copy this, go back into Google Tasks, rename this, and I'm going to click on Done. Then for the urgent, I like to add a red emoji. So usually for this, I like to use something that is urgent. So I'm just going to ask it to show me some emojis that represent urgent. And it's going to suggest the emojis like this. So I like to use this emoji, which is the time ticking emoji. And I'm going to click on rename list. And then we're going to add that and then click on done. Then for the important one, I like to use a bullseye. So we're going to scroll ahead over here. And I'm going to click on rename list. And we're just going to copy our final one. And this really allows you to have a simple visual cue on what type of tasks you're performing. Now you can categorize every task based on whether you're supposed to do it, whether it's a fun task which you can delegate to later, whether it's something that is urgent or important. Now I'm going to add some sample tasks that I have drafted with ChatGPT so I can better explain to you guys how you're meant to add your own tasks. So I've added a list like this, and I'm just going to copy these like so. And once you have typed in all of your tasks, if you haven't already created this list in the past, you can just type them in. And if you have, a list of your tasks, you can copy and paste them. And by default, they will be created into separate listings. Within this, for each and every single day, instead of having a huge list of tasks that I need to do, I like to star my tasks so it's really easy for me to view them. For example, every day I like to do something from my to-do list, from my important list, from my urgent list, and from my fun list. So for this, let's say I want to test Shopify's new features. I want to optimize referral links in the course platform content. Then after that, I want to finalize a voiceover project. And then I want to maybe brainstorm quirky ad ideas. Now, once I've done that, I can go into my starred tab, and this basically gives me a bucket of tasks that I should complete, one from each particular niche. Additionally, you can even filter them out from which lists you want them to be displaying. So you can go into your all tasks and view all of your tasks, as well as view all the lists like so. Now, if you go into your calendar view, and I'm going to close this up, now in my calendar, I can click on the right side where it shows me the tasks tab. It's displaying a singular list, and one by one you can filter out between different lists. But you can directly click on your starred tab and see all of the tasks that you have starred. And you can block in some time. You can drag and drop a task, let's say brainstorming ideas, and I can block some time for every task. Now, once I've scheduled all of my tasks and once I've completed them, so let's say I was doing this today and I've completed this. Now, once I have a task that is removed, I can go back into the tasks tab on the top, and then I'm going to see where I don't have any starred tasks, and I can take another task from the bucket list. You can keep on refilling your bucket once all of your tasks have been completed. So when I complete all of my tasks over here and my starred list is completely empty, I like to go back into my all tasks tab and then add them into my starred list. This ensures that you are on top of every type of tasks and you're not just focusing only on the urgent things and then nothing else is done. This ensures there's a balance, and if you want, you can remove things from the fun or to-do tab. If you find that to be a bit low priority, you can only focus on important and urgent tasks and then star them and block out time in your calendar accordingly. So this is my method of categorization in Google Tasks. You can really use anything that works for you. Different productivity methods may work for different people, but this is just one which is really simple and easy. You can also click on create and then select a particular title like this and select the task, select the reminder or event that is related directly into your calendar from here as well. So that was it for today. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel and comment down below the best tips and tricks that I have taught you within this video. And make sure to also share this video with your friends and family and to other creators as well, so you can help them out as well, and to anyone that might need to know this basic detailed platform and how you navigate through these different social websites. So I hope this was helpful enough for you, and make sure that you do leave a comment down below if I missed out on anything and if there is anything you would like to add, and I will catch you guys in the next video.